me, Diane Bolin. I am coming to you today from my home gym again. I'm back home for a little bit. Today, I want to show you a warm-up that you can do anytime that you need a little extra. I've had a lot of requests about strengthening and stretching and mobility in the lower body. So this is going to focus on that a little bit. But this is a warm-up you can do before exercise, you can do before you're going for a walk, you can do before you're getting in a car or on an airplane. Anytime you want a little bit more stretching and mobility in your lower body. So let's get started. We're going to start with a march. Always want to warm up our bodies before we do anything, especially as we age. We get a little creakier, and it's really important to get our joints and muscles warmed up and get our heart rate up a little bit before we actually start getting into things. So we start out slow. And get your arms swinging a little bit, opposite leg, opposite hand, just as if you were walking. Then as we start to get warmed up, we're going to spice it up a little bit. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, narrow. You get the idea. Make it a little dance step. 2 beat. 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and then back to our normal march. Now we're going to take it forward. 2 or 3 steps back, 2 or 3 steps forward, and back. There's a wall behind me. Now we're going to take it to the side. About 4 steps. 4 steps. Cut it down to 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, now we're going to start bringing our knees up a little bit. So we started out with the marching. Now we're going to kind of go into a high knee sort of thing. Still with our arms, we're going opposite hand, opposite leg. Now we're going to add a little bit more of an arm motion. Up. Crossing the body with the arms. You should be starting to feel warm right about now. We know we're doing something. We got our muscles awake. Now we're getting those knees up as high as we can. That means something different to every single one of you. Just a couple more here. And we're going to bring it back down. Now we're going to come down to a hip circle. If you need to balance on the wall to do this, that's absolutely fine. I'll show you how. So we're going to pick up one leg, in, out, down. Other leg, in, out, down. We're alternating our legs. We're working on warming up our hips, our glutes. The pickup motion strengthens our quadriceps. So that leg strengthening comes in. All the things we need to protect our knees. We're going to switch it up. We're going to go out to in for a few. Out to in. Believe it or not, this works different muscles. And you can use something to balance or not. Whatever works for you today. Some days your balance might be better than others. I know mine is. Couple more. And bring that on down. Kind of shake your legs out a little bit. Now we're going to go to our arms. We're going to start with our arms right straight out from our shoulders. Tiny circles toward the front. As you get warmed up, make those circles bigger. Remember to keep your shoulders back and down as you're doing this. Don't hunch up to your ears. And then we're going to come back to that position again. We're going to go the other way. Tiny circles, getting bigger. And then when you get warmed up, you're going to go as big as you can. And bring that down. Shake everything out a little bit. We're going to go side to side with our neck. Keep your shoulders down and back. Always good to warm up the neck. Just a few, doesn't take much. Now we're going to drop that ear to the shoulder. Left, then right, left, right. I'm going to do about 5 on each side. You might hear some creaking and crunching when you start. And last one, I like to do this one with my hands behind my back. If you can't put your hands behind your back, you can just kind of reach for your butt. But what I'm going to do is pull my chin back and out, back and out. I call this the turtle for obvious reasons. This really works your posture and helps to get rid of any dowager hump that you might be developing. That's back of your neck. Really straightens things up because it keeps you from doing this. And now, one last thing, we're going to warm up our wrists a little bit. So, putting your left hand out like you're doing stop. Gently bring your fingers back and down. Back and down. I'm going to do about 5 on each side. And going to the other side. Stop. Reminds me of that Stop in the Name of Love song, which I'll spare you. I won't sing it for you. And with both hands out, fingers pointing away, spread together, spread together. 5 times. And last, 5 circles in one direction and 5 circles in the other direction with those wrists. And now everything should be nice and warmed up. Hope you enjoyed today's program. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. That allows me to bring you more content like this, which you, my listeners, have asked for. So click that button below, sign up for my mailing list so that you get my Monday Fresh Start newsletter. Lots of tips and tricks and recipes and mindfulness and cool things to do every Monday. It'll keep you on track for the week. And most importantly, see you next week.